Hello everyone, I'm Tamara Bennett with Southern Adoornments Decor, and I'm here to help you discover your painting talents and beautify your home. Today we're going to be painting a baby fox door hanger, and I've changed my camera angle. I don't normally go live with this angle, but I'm hoping that it will help you all to be able to see me and see what I'm painting a little better. So let me know if you like it or not. I have just sent out the notification to everybody a few minutes ago, letting everybody know that I was going to be on here. That way, the people who wanted to watch live and that were able to watch live wouldn't miss it. So if you want to be notified when I go live, all you have to do is comment in the comments here, live alert, and it will send you a little message with a link to sign up to be alerted whenever I go live. This is what we're going to be painting. Can you see his little face on there? All the little white markings is just my little notes telling me what color to paint what. Hey Linda, the Crafty Southern Belle, you're painting a raccoon baby door hanger. Oh, I bet that's going to be precious. Hi Shayna. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get started. The color orange I'm using is called Spiced Carrot. I like how thick it goes on. It doesn't take a ton of coats to get this color on. So I'm just going to paint like the whole outside part of his body orange, and then we're going to do some white around in here. So you guys can just watch while I paint. I'll try to look up occasionally and catch your comments and your questions, so feel free to put them in there. If I miss one, I'll go back and answer it later. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Leslie. Oh, thank you for sharing, Leslie. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. I'm just painting a little fox for somebody who's having a baby. I think everybody's having babies right now. There must be a baby boom because I feel like all I've done is paint baby door hangers. And I'm not complaining because those are kind of my favorite door hangers. I really like doing them. I've also been working on another fun project that I'll have to show you guys later. Oh, thank you for sharing, Linda. The other project that I've been working on, and I'll show you guys a little while later. I'll probably have to upload pictures of it later, but I've been painting a mailbox for our house. Our other mailbox we've had for about 7 years, and it's plastic, and it's starting to fall apart, and the door won't stay shut anymore, you know. Hey, Vicki. And so my husband bought a new mailbox, and this time he got a metal one, and he got it quite a bit bigger because we get lots of packages, and so he wanted one that was big enough to stick a small package in. Hi, Shayna. Your dining room's covered with baby door hangers. I know, girl. But so he got us a metal one, and I said, no, wait, don't put it up yet. I want to paint it because, of course, I have to personalize everything we own. I couldn't just have a boring black mailbox. That would just be awful. I'm kidding. But I used a really cool Hobby Lobby stencil that I had, and it's like a really large damask pattern. And I tell you what, I do not want to sell painted mailboxes. It was a pain in the butt. It was worth it because it's our mailbox, but I don't know if there's enough money in the world for you to pay me to paint a bunch more of them and sell them. It's definitely tedious because of the shape of the mailbox and the little flag and the door and all of that. You just really have to work around all of that with this big clumsy stencil. So I felt like I made like 20 trips back and forth to the sink to wash off the stencil, and then right after that I'd have to use the hairdryer to dry the paint so I didn't smear it when I used it again. So, you know, you get the drift. Hi, Debbie. Do you ever paint on burlap? And what do you seal it with? I painted on burlap one time, and that was way back before I started my business. I was just doing Pinterest parties with my girlfriends, and we all painted burlap door hangers one time. And it was fun, but I don't like how much the burlap soaks up the paint. And I feel like they're not as durable as the wood door hangers, so I just decided after that, well, I made a watermelon one, and then I put it in the closet until next year, and then the next year when I went to get it out, it was like falling apart. I felt like it just didn't last, you know, and it was like, well, all that work for nothing. Hi, Sherry. So I really can't give you any advice as to what to seal them with because maybe if I had sealed mine, it would last longer. I don't know. But we only made them that one time. And then after that, I decided I didn't like painting on burlap anymore. So I started using wood. Hi, Debbie at DLP Designs. You're painting. You just got done painting yourself. I saw your little notification pop up. I was busy painting my mailbox. I'll post pictures of it later when it's finished. I still have to put the numbers on it. It took me over an hour just to stencil it, so. Whew. And I know you guys are probably like, oh, an hour, that's not bad. But it was kind of tedious, y'all. Seeing as I can like sit and paint one of these door hangers in 30 or 40 minutes tops, and like, you know, it's not the same thing over and over again. There's a little bit of variety. This is a lot more fun than painting a mailbox. Hi, Christina. Hey, Kristen. What are you guys up to? I had to make sure and get Charlie down for a nap before I went live. She was in rare form this morning, wanting my attention constantly, and I was trying to paint that mailbox, and she was all up on the table trying to get into everything, and I was so afraid she was going to knock the mailbox off or mess it up, and all that work I was going to do was going to be ruined. Hello, Logan. If any of you guys send me private messages, you'll notice that I have integrated the, what do you call it, messenger bot with my messages. And I still see your messages, but it's just going to save me from having to reply to all of them. Oh no, Bailey won't nap anymore. Kristen says she painted her mailbox years ago. It took time. Yeah, I think I probably need to put like 10 coats of sealant on it. Otherwise my work will be all for naught. You're in the UK. Wow, Christina. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, so. What was I saying? I've totally forgotten what I was saying now. Hang on, it'll come to me. What was I talking about? Now I don't remember. I got distracted reading comments. Hi, Julie. Oh, messenger bot. Thank you, Shayna. It came to me and then I looked up and saw your message. Yes, the messenger bot. So I've hooked it up and it will help like whenever somebody messages me and says, what kind of wood do you recommend? Or what kind of brushes do you recommend? Or how do I book a paint party? It will like pick up on keywords in those messages so that I don't have to answer every single question. I can just send them to somewhere to find the answer. So if you ask what kind of wood do I use, it will automatically send you a link to my resource page. Or if you ask, what do I need to do to book a paint party? It will say, click here to view my available dates. And it will give you more details as to what all's involved in hosting. What else does it do? If you just want a link to my website, you can say, type in the word website or ask a question about where's your website and it'll automatically pop up with that. So it just saves me from answering about 30 questions a day, which I don't really mind too much, but it does take up a lot of time. Like sometimes I'll sit there for like 30 minutes just replying to messages on my Facebook Messenger. And I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. And I'm like gorilla thumbs texting. And so it takes me forever to type in a message. So I've got to where I use the talk to text a lot, but Siri doesn't always understand what I'm saying. So I hooked up this messenger bot and I named her Henrietta after some of my chickens. And so if you see a chicken's picture pop up in your messenger, it's Henrietta, my messenger bot. And she's like going to keep you updated. If you want to get notifications for when I go live, you can type in the word live alerts right here in the little comments. And it will automatically pop you in a little message and ask you if you want to be notified when Tamara goes live. Now, I also plan to use my messenger bot to send out notifications for like deadlines for things. So like when I start my new group in April that I've kind of mentioned to you guys about, I haven't told you a whole lot about it yet. I will send out like a little messenger bot saying, don't forget Tuesday's the last day to sign up or whatever, or the virtual paint party. I may use it once or twice a month to kind of remind you guys of deadlines for sign-ups for things like that, just because I know I often get messages from people a day or two after it's ended and they say, oh no, I missed it, I totally forgot. And I thought, there needs to be a better way because not everybody checks their email. So Siri doesn't understand Southern accents. I don't think that she doesn't understand my Southern accent. I think it's because sometimes I talk so fast that my words kind of blend together and she'll make new words out of the words that I've said. And I'm like, that's not what I said. So, me and Siri, we have a love-hate relationship. She's real good to me sometimes, but sometimes she just don't understand me. Okay, Now I'm going to do the little white accents on his body, but I'm not using white, I'm using antique white. It's just a little creamy white. I just realized I'm not like super in camera, am I? Would it help if I maybe brought it closer and angled it down more? Hello, Karen. Hi, Amanda. Well, that's frustrating. It's hard to get this just right. I need a camera crew. This is antique white. I think I said that. This one's going to be so cute. If you guys want to make one of these of your own, there's a link at the top of the post for the template for this, so you can just print it out at home or take it to Office Depot and have it blown up. I think it's one of the older templates. I haven't updated it yet, so it may not print out in multiple sheets, but there's an easy fix for that. You just take the JPEG that you're sent and you upload it straight into blockposters.com and select how many sheets you want it to print on, and then you can print it out at home on multiple sheets. It's so easy. You don't even have to leave your house. I'm using a flat tipped brush right now. It's a size 5/8. I just like how much control I have when I use it. I don't feel like my paint's gonna go everywhere. It's one of my favorite brushes, and I only have like one that's exactly this size. I don't know where all the other ones went. They may be in my paint party bucket. Karen, I'm painting a baby fox. He's still in progress. It's gonna be for a baby boy. You bought a couple of new brushes today. Michelle, I need to buy some new of these Crafter's Choice ones. You know, like that. I need some more filbert ones. Charlie ruined my smallest one, and then the second smallest size that I have, the number 4, I used it doing those Marshall Strong door hangers that I did, and I did 95 of those things. And so by the time I was done with those, I had worn those bristles out, and they were like frayed and in bad shape, and so I just need to replace that whole brush set. But I got 95 door hangers out of it, so I guess that makes it worth it, right? John Doe, what color is the orange? It is spiced carrot, and this is antique white. That's the only 2 colors I've used so far. My dog's going nuts outside. I don't know if you can hear him. We had a dead raccoon in the yard that I'm pretty sure he killed. And then they just left it in the yard. And so my husband threw it out into the field. Well, the dogs can't go out in the field because we have one of those in-ground dog fences where it'll like shock them if they try to get out of the yard, because we have some neighbors that aren't too keen on our dogs leaving our property. And we've also had problems with the dogs, like if they do get off the property, it's like they get lost and don't come back home. I just think they like to roam and wander. But anyways, he tossed that dead raccoon out there in the field, and now we've got vultures out there in the field scavenging it, and the dogs can't get to the vultures, and it's just tearing them up. They just don't like it. So they've been barking nonstop. Seems like you have really good coverage with whatever brush you use. If you notice, I dip my brush a lot. Lisa, you found some Princeton Select filbert. I've never used Princeton Select. I'll have to check the clearance section. That's awesome. I always forget about the clearance section at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of in a weird part of the store in our Hobby Lobby. It's way back in the back corner, and it's kind of like back there behind the scrapbook and stuff. And so I don't go back there very often. But I need to start going back there, because I've seen lots of stuff that ladies in my biz group have posted that they found in the clearance section, and I'm like, why am I not going to the clearance section? I do not know. Some of you guys must be sharing my video. We're up to 70 viewers. That's awesome. If any of you guys want to be notified whenever I go live, just click or just type in the words live alerts in the comments, and it will send you a message asking you if you want to be notified. And then you'll just have to reply to that message. If you don't reply to that message, sorry about that. Telemarketer tried to call in the middle of our Facebook Live. I've been getting a lot of those lately. They'll say, hello, this is Rachel from Card Holder Services. So, hello, Angie. Ooh, you got out of school early today. Lucky you. Oh my goodness, I wish the dog would shush. Can y'all hear him? He's a German Shepherd mix, and he's like having a cow out there. I'm going to do another quick little light coat on this antique white because it's a little streaky looking in places. I know you said I get good coverage no matter what brush I use, but I do do second coats pretty often. It's just sometimes not a full second coat. I'll just kind of hit the spots that look a little thin. I'm about to bang on the window and tell him to hush. Cruise ship horn. Oh, goodness. What kind of white paint do you use? Use Apple Barrel and it seems to gunk up. I don't have much. Well, if you have problems with your I do use Apple Barrel matte white paint. This is the big chunky bottle of it, which I don't like. I like the squeeze bottles. But I don't have too much problem with it gunking up. If you're having trouble with it gunking up, try wetting your brush maybe and smoothing out the gunky spots. Or it could be that you're putting on too thick of a coat and you need to try to put on a thinner coat the first time. Or it could be that you're trying to put on your second coat before your first coat has gotten very dry, and then sometimes that can cause it to start to gunk. But for the most part, I don't have too much trouble with mine gunking up. It's a really technical term, isn't it? Gunking up. Needs some more paint. You've won a free cruise ship. Yeah, I know, right? Or free cruise ship. A free cruise. Man, my eye's twitching. I can't really read the comments because I feel like my eyelid's doing this. Kat, is there any updates on the new group that you were telling us about last week? Kat, I am working on the website, trying to get it all ready to go for you guys. That way it explains everything. That way you guys don't have 100 questions right off the bat. But it's going to start on April the 1st. So sign-ups for that will probably be in March, at the very end of March, like the last week of March. And we might only have sign-ups for it for about a week, and then we'll cut off sign-ups until the next month gets ready to start. I'm still working on the details for how that's going to work as far as, payments and things. So there's a few details I still need to iron out, but it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be like 3 tutorials every month. 2 of them will be taught by me. 1 will be taught by a guest painter. And you guys will get templates to go with each of the tutorials. And you'll get stencil cut files each month. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys the web page whenever I get it all ready. Let's see. Angie says, you've had trouble with the large Apple Barrel white. Use the small Snow White bottles. Maybe it's just the certain bottles are like that. Whoops. I have trouble with it gunking up on the lid because it'll like slurp whenever it gets ready to come out, and then you have like a gunky stuff up under the lid. That's kind of annoying. I better watch it or I'm going to get it on my Kentucky shirt. I like this shirt. I don't want to get paint on it. Andrea says, Tamara, don't you know nobody puts baby in a corner? I don't get it. Why did you say that? But that's funny. What did I put in a corner? Oh, because I'm a little slow because I'm blind, I guess. I am in a corner. I know, right? I kind of put myself in this corner, but I did come in here the other day and I was getting ready to paint and I looked around and I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot create in this space. It is such a mess. Do you ever like get that feeling like you just can't start something till you clean something up? I get that feeling in my kitchen a lot. I'll get ready to start cooking and I'll look around and I'm like, there's too many dirty dishes. The countertop's too cluttered. I can't even cook in this environment. And so I'll have to like wash all the dishes and clean the counter off before I can even start supper. I can't wait to paint the frog either, Karen. It's going to be so cute. And so when I walked in here the other day, I'm kind of in my husband's man cave / storage room, which is really probably what it is. And I looked around and I'm like, you can't hardly move 2 feet without tripping over something. It looked like a hoarder's paradise. And so I just, before I even started painting, I started moving stuff around. And I'm sure he wasn't too pleased because I moved a bunch of his junk around, but he wasn't using it anyway. So I just pretty much piled all of his stuff up over in the corner and made a bunch more room in here, which if I showed you guys right now, you wouldn't be able to tell because all of my painting boxes are now laid out in the space. But at least I can get to what I need to get to. Vicky, the small white bottles for white for you guys. I don't know, y'all. I think it's just the paint. Okay. Now for the details. That's why you love, yes, Michelle, I cannot wait until this summer. We're planning on building a garage. And whenever we build that garage, all of this junk in here will go out to the garage or to storage above the garage. And then this will become Charlie's new bedroom because there's a bathroom right beside it. And, you know, right now she's only 2, so it doesn't matter. But when she becomes a teenager, she's not going to want to have to walk down the hall to the bathroom. So it'll be nice if she can just walk around the corner to her bathroom. And so then her bedroom, which is right off of the kitchen, will become my new craft room. Plus my husband's bookshelves will be in there. He's got like a bajillion books. These bookshelves are like 8 feet tall, and there's 2 of them, and they are crammed full of books. Shayna, do you have any bunny templates? I think I do. I think I have a couple. After I get off here, I'll send you a link. I keep hearing something click in the kitchen. It sounds a little bit like an appliance, but I mean, the coffee pot's turned off, so I don't know what else is making a clicking sound. I don't have any other appliances besides the microwave plugged in there, and I've never known it to make a clicking sound. But it's almost like a sound like a heating element is clicking on and off. It's really strange. Sorry, I got quiet. I feel like I have to focus sometimes when I'm doing this part. Where do you get your wood? No, we don't. Well, we have an ice maker on our refrigerator, but it's never done that before. I guess it could have started. Karen, I get all of my wood from a guy locally who is now cutting the wood for me. It is 1/4" MDF. Now, if you want to know what kind of wood I used to cut using my jigsaw, like to cut myself at home, just go to my messenger bot or go to my messenger thing and send me a message asking what kind of wood do you use, and it will automatically send you a reply with a link to my resource page, and it's right there at the top of the resource page, an actual link to the exact kind of wood I used to buy. I always got it at Lowe's. I must have missed Shayna's question. No, the smoke detectors don't need new batteries. We just put new batteries in those right after we got home from Florida in January because they were actually, the entire smoke detector system was going off when we got home from vacation. Like the house was going off. It was annoying. And so we took them all out and put brand new batteries in all of them. And so they should all have brand new batteries. Yeah, you can't ignore the smoke detectors whenever they start getting low on battery because they chirp nonstop and it'll run you mad. I'm going to outline his little body too. Would you please consider doing a tutorial on lettering? You do so well. Karen, I probably will, but I may save that for the group in April. I may start doing little lettering tutorials inside that group because I know that's something people have really been wanting. And I think inside the group will be a good place to do it. Let's see. Amy says, hi, been watching you from Richmond. Finally caught you live. Hi, thank you. Yes, lettering tutorial would be great. For a long time I've thought, I don't know what I would tell you or what I would teach you about the lettering, but I've been trying to think like in my mind how I would teach it, and so I'm kind of I just totally missed this whole area here. I'm kind of trying to work it out in my head, that way in April whenever it comes time to start the group I'll be able to do some tutorials on that. So definitely looking forward to that group. Okay. Now we need to do some little white highlights and his name. Okay, I'm going to switch to, again, these Crafter's Choice brushes that I love. I do have these linked on my resource page. As long as they're still available on Amazon, you should still be able to get them. This is the size 6. Can you see that? It's got kind of a rounded tip. That's called a filbert tip. Got something stuck to the door hanger there. Part of it's the brush, part of it's the amount of paint you've got on your brush, and part of it is just nitty-gritty practice. I know that's not what people want to hear, but if you don't practice, you can't expect to get any better at anything, really, but especially not hand lettering. This baby's name is Creed. And she wanted all capital letters. Okay. All right, we are all finished. There's our little fox. He's all done. Yes, the brushes do make a big difference. Hi, Daisy. It's been a long time since you've seen me live. I've been on live a few times here lately, just not as much as I was back in like August when I was doing my 30 days of Facebook Live. I thought about maybe in March doing like a week of lives, like, 7 days straight or something. So maybe leading up to the launch of the new group, I'll do something like that to kind of get the word out. So if you guys don't mind, would you share this video for me? Maybe somebody out there needs a little fox door hanger for a baby they're going to have, or maybe they would like to learn to paint one as a gift for somebody in a baby shower. So they could either message me directly to buy the door hanger, or they could get the template, which is up in the post here, and you can go and buy the template for just $3 and cut it out yourself and paint it yourself. Oh, no, I didn't see Allie's comment. Let me scroll back up. Let me just take this off the tripod here. Ah, it's stuck. I've got one of those little pop sockets on the back, and so it gets stuck sometimes. Let me scroll back here. Oh, Allie says, you missed the outside of his face with the outline. Ha, you're right, I did. She's talking about, whoops, did I just mute my phone? Can you guys hear me? I must have pressed the volume on the side. I don't know if it muted y'all or just muted what I'm hearing. But I missed, she's talking about I didn't outline this side of his face. So I'll do that when I get off here real quick. But thank you for noticing, because sometimes those little things are easy to miss. Oh, thank you for sharing, Christina. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm not muted. Good, good. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will be back on here in a few days. Love you guys. Bye.